What if the feeling of prosperity wasn't really about what you get, but about how you think? Today, we're going to deconstruct a really powerful affirmation that explores exactly that. It's this idea that just a small shift in your internal script can unlock a much more generous life.
All right, so to really get to the heart of this, let's start with a feeling. One I'm pretty sure we've all had at some point.
And I'm not just talking about those little fleeting moments of luck. I mean, as your default state. You know that feeling? The one where it feels like the universe is actually conspiring for you, that opportunities are flowing towards you, not away from you? Well, that core feeling is exactly what the affirmation we're about to explore is designed to create.
And the key to this whole shift? It comes from this really short passage. Now, on the surface, it seems pretty simple, right? But its real power is in how it's all put together. So, let's do this. Let's break it down line by line and see what really makes it tick. Okay, so what is the core message here? What's the one big statement that holds this whole philosophy together?
Just look at the starting point here. It's not "I want" or "I wish," it's "I am grateful." I mean, that is a huge psychological shift right there. You're starting from a place of fullness, not a place of lack. It totally reframes your entire relationship with the world from one of seeking to one of acknowledging what's already there.
But, a statement that powerful doesn't just stand on its own. It can't exist in a vacuum. It's got to be propped up by some core beliefs. So let's take a look at the foundation this whole thing is built on.
All right, here's belief number one, and it's a big one. It totally challenges that idea that we're all just separate individuals out there fighting for our own piece of the pie. Instead, it says, hey, we're all part of one big supportive system. And when you think like that, you shift from competing against the world to collaborating with it.
We can call this the unity mindset. It kind of asks you a question. Are you constantly fighting against the current, or are you actually part of the river? This whole mindset suggests that you are the river, just carried forward by a universe that's got your back.
Okay, now for the second pillar. And this one is absolutely crucial. It's a declaration of personal freedom. Think about it. So many of our beliefs about money, they're just inherited. They're running in the background subconsciously. This line right here, it's a conscious choice to cut those ties. It's giving yourself permission to finally say, you know what? That story was theirs. It's not mine.
So this really lays out the choice we all have, right? On one side, you've got those inherited patterns, that scarcity thinking, all those old limits we never actually chose. And on the other side, a reality we can actually build for ourselves, one based on freedom and abundance. See, this affirmation, it's not just some nice thought. It's a tool. It's a tool to actively help you move from that first column over to the second. So you can start to see how this all fits together, like a logical staircase. And the order is so important here. You can't just leap to accepting prosperity. No, first you have to connect with that feeling of support. And that connection gives you the power to claim that you're worthy. It's only then that you can really truly release those old patterns. And that final step, to accept, well, it just naturally follows from the other three.
And just like that, we've come full circle, right back to where we started. Gratitude. It's not just the way into this way of thinking, it's the actual engine that makes the whole thing run.
I mean, listen to that phrasing, gratefully accept. This isn't some passive thing, like, oh, okay, I guess I'll take it. No way. This is active. It's like an open-armed receiving. Gratitude becomes the key, the very mechanism that unlocks the door and lets all the good stuff in. And honestly, if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. We're usually taught that gratitude is a reaction, right? It's the thank you after you get something. Well, this philosophy flips that completely on its head. Here, gratitude is the prerequisite. It's the act of opening your hand before there's even anything there to receive.
Okay, so how do we actually use this? Let's boil all this down into a few core takeaways, things you can start applying to your own life, like today.
All right, let's wrap this all up. It all starts with that big shift. Stop seeing yourself in conflict with life and start seeing yourself in partnership with it. Once you're in that partnership, you'll find the strength to let go of those old money stories you inherited, the ones you never even asked for. And that opens you up, makes you more receptive. And what fuels all of this? Gratitude. That's the real foundation for a prosperous life.
And the whole affirmation ends with this beautiful, simple statement. It's not about bragging. It's really a declaration of peace. After you've done the inner work, shifting your mindset, leaning into gratitude, this is what you're left with. A quiet confidence that deep down at your core, all is truly well.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Because this isn't just theory, right? It's a call to action. I want you to think about your own story, those beliefs you inherited about what you think you deserve, and ask yourself, what's one old pattern, just one, that you could choose to let go of, starting right now?